If you want to get buyers from LinkedIn, there are 7 truths you absolutely have to accept. In fact, you need to embrace them. The reason I say this is because I've done it for myself. I've been on both sides of the equation. I have been that starving service provider trying to just get one sale, just trying to get one person to believe in me, all the way to running a 7-figure business just using LinkedIn organically, right? If you want to see my credentials, you can check out my LinkedIn profile. I literally run the #1 LinkedIn coaching program in the world. We're a 7-figure business. We bring in new clients every week. We teach them how to build 6 to 7-figure businesses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save you about 7 years of all the learnings I've made from LinkedIn and tell them to you in this video right now. So without any further ado, let's dive in. The #1 truth you need to know, value-based content does not work on LinkedIn. You can't just publish content on LinkedIn saying 5 ways to eliminate stress or 5 ways to get your next dream job. That kind of content does not fly. You won't get buyers. If you want to get buyers from LinkedIn, you need to tell stories. You need to talk about your experiences. LinkedIn is a platform where people invest into the person, right? They're not there to just learn information. The buyers that purchase from you on LinkedIn, they just want to learn about you. Just remember this phrase for the rest of your life. People do not want to be told what to do, but they love to hear about how you did it. So just tell them about how you did it and they'll start to believe in you and they'll start to buy from you. #2, your LinkedIn profile is the single most important asset that you have in this entire client acquisition game. It is the landing page. It is the center point, right? Your goal from everything you're doing on LinkedIn should be to drive everybody to your LinkedIn profile, right? When you post content, you should be getting people to come to your LinkedIn profile. When you add connections, they should be looking at your LinkedIn profile. The reason is because from your LinkedIn profile, you can direct them anywhere you want. It's kind of like Grand Central Station in New York, right? Once you get to Grand Central Station, you can pretty much get anywhere in the US from that station alone. It's the same with your LinkedIn profile. Get them to your LinkedIn profile, then you can push them to a webinar if you have one. Then you can push them to a training video if you have them, or an ebook, or just directly to a phone call to learn about your services. But get them to your LinkedIn profile first, and everything else will be much easier for you. Trust me on that one. #3, do not chase the LinkedIn algorithms. They change every month. The LinkedIn algorithms are like the seasons. They're always fluctuating. So by the time you figure out the algorithm, it's a new season. So don't even worry about it. Just focus on the fundamentals instead. The algorithms, even though they change, the fundamentals don't, right? Post really good content, find out where your buyers are, have a good conversion system, book calls, make sales. The algorithms will sway in whatever way they want, but if you're sticking to the fundamentals, you'll make the money you want to make. #4, the average LinkedIn buyer needs to see about 5 to 10 of your posts before they make a purchasing decision. So this is why you got to keep the content pumping. Don't just post for a few weeks, get a couple clients, and then say, okay, when I need more clients, I'll pump out more content. No, the content train needs to be going non-stop. Keep pumping it because like I said, the person you add today, the person who sees your content right now for the first time will end up buying maybe a couple weeks from now. So you gotta keep it going. #5, LinkedIn is best suited for selling services at the price point of $1,000 or over. Look, the goal of LinkedIn and the way the platform is designed, it's not designed for a super high amount of volume. What's even better about LinkedIn is that instead of all of this high volume stuff, LinkedIn will give you every day a few super high quality buyers that are willing to make purchases at a high ticket price point, meaning $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, right? So it's much better to focus on selling these higher priced items on LinkedIn than a $20 ebook. In fact, I would just completely scratch that idea if that's what you have in your mind. Start with the higher price items. The way LinkedIn is designed, the people who are on LinkedIn, the nature of it being a professional network, it's for high ticket items. So sell a high ticket item on LinkedIn and you'll be set. And #6, if you want to get buyers on LinkedIn, you need to be polarizing. You need to have a stance. You need to declare an enemy. There's so many people on LinkedIn who are trying to get buyers who are just too neutral. They're saying, oh, if you want to get your dream job, make sure your resume is good, make sure your cover letter's well. Nah, that's not going to work on LinkedIn anymore. You got to stand for something. You got to say, look, resumes are dead. Forget about resumes. If you want to go out and get your dream job, you need to get the phone number of the manager. Now, I'm just making all this up right now. I'm not saying any of this, right? I'm not a career coach or anything like that. But my point is that that's a polarizing stance to say the resume is dead and you become this career coach who stands for that. There's going to be people who agree with you and there's going to be people who disagree with you. But the beauty is the people who agree with you are going to love you. They're going to really, really buy into your message, and those are going to become your best buyers. Those are the people who are going to pay you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for your services. So be polarizing. And number 7, this is my favorite. Running webinars on LinkedIn is a cheat code to running a 7-figure business. The way LinkedIn is designed, they literally help you get the highest quality buyers to come to your webinars every single time you create one. And the conversion rate is unbelievable. If you go on LinkedIn right now, you can go on the top of the menu, click on create an event, and LinkedIn will suggest thousands of people for you to invite to your event, and then you can get them all on this live training call and then offer your services at the end. It is a cheat code. I'm honestly surprised that not enough people are doing this. In fact, go and watch my video from last week. This is a webinar that I ran last week. And on that webinar, I ended up booking 11 calls. And of those 11 calls, we ended up enrolling 6 new clients from one webinar. And I sell a high ticket service. So this literally generated me thousands of dollars from one webinar. The reason I'm telling you this is because you can do the same. I'm not some special case that this only works for me. This can work for you too, if you set things up properly. I can't explain how valuable and amazing LinkedIn is if you use it correctly. There's people making millions of dollars on this platform as solopreneurs, meaning they don't even have a major company. It's just them, maybe a VA or something like that, and they're running it. They're getting buyers, they're growing, they're scaling, they're making their dreams come true. They're living in their new realities. And the reason is because they're using LinkedIn correctly. So this is why I created this YouTube channel. It's for you, to let you know that LinkedIn can be the opportunity for you too if you use it correctly. Use this YouTube channel. I have so many videos here teaching you how to get your buyers from LinkedIn, all the things you're going to need to know. Or if you just want to speed up this process and you're like, look, can I just work with you? Can you just show me how to do this? Can you give me the game plan? Can you make this design for me? Absolutely. In fact, I have a calendar link in the description below. Click on that link and you can book a one-on-one call with me where I will personally show you exactly what to do. I'll create a game plan for you on this call and say, okay, here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3. Just do this to make your first 10K month or 20K month, whatever that goal is. We'll figure it out on the call. So if you want to take advantage of that, you want to learn about what it's like to work with me, click on that link below. The link is in the description box. Click on that, book that call, and I'll see you then. But either way, I want you to keep enjoying these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.